Right, okay, today we're making a chicken pie just like your mum wishes she could make. You're gonna need 1/3 of a cup of butter, 1/3 of a cup of onions, 1/3 of a cup of flour, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of milk, 14 ounces of chicken stock, 2.5 cups of cooked chicken cooked in olive oil, a cup of peas, a cup of carrots, a cup of beans. What, you never had a cup of beans before, man? And sausages. Now, I know you're thinking, what the fuck, man? Why does a chicken pie have beans and sausages in it? Well, chipolatas to be precise. Well, let me tell you, right? Freddie Mercury, when he has his assistant Phoebe Freestone make him a chicken pie, he always asks for his mum's recipe. And in his mum's recipe, she put beans and small sausages. And so, if it's good enough for the queen of rock and roll, good enough for me. And you know what? It's actually surprisingly, it works very fucking well. Like, it really does. Trust me, it does. Try it. You'll see. You chop them up. Give one to the kid. Some short crust pastry and some puff pastry for the top. Some of that, and some of this. On sale for 25 quid right now, and as the goodbye memories of making a chicken pie. Preheat your ring. Cook the onions and the butter together till it's nice and creamy. Add the flour, add the salt and pepper. Take it off the heat, Frankie, you fucking moron. Now stir that together. Oh, till it's nice and thick. And then you could add the milk. Yeah, that's milk. Give it a wee stir. And then add the chicken stock. Give it another wee stir. Oh, look. Now when it gets nice and thick, because that's what you want it to be like, that's when you can add the chicken. Remember, take it off the heat. Stir that thing. Add the carrots. Give it a wee stir. Add the peas. Give it a wee stir. Add the beans. Give it a wee stir. Add the sausages, chipolatas. Give it a wee stir. Turn that ring off. You actually don't need that anymore. You're done with that for now. Keep stirring till you mix it all together. Looks good, doesn't it? Clean your mess. Add the last of the peas. Yeah. You can see the sausages in there and you're like, I fucking want to try that, man. Get that in a pie, Frankie. Get that in a pie. Now, the smallest rolling pin known to man. Slap that in there like it ain't no thing. Look at that shite there. Don't worry about that though, because that's all under control in my kitchen. I'm not drunk yet. I've got this. All the excess. Look at that big flappy flaps on the end. Look. Tear a bit off. Patch that shit up. Fill it with your awesome filling. Now, the puff pastry for the top layer. Now squeeze these two layers together, twist them and squeeze them, and cut off the excess. Cut off the excess to patch up these wee bits that need patching. Slash some vents in there. Get yourself an egg and beat that. I forgot to mention that earlier. You need an egg. Paste that. Paste that. Paste that. Is that the right terminology? Paste that. Glaze that. Yeah, glaze that shit. Glaze that egg on there. Yeah, boy, that's a pie. Now remember to clean up your mess. And treat yourself to a 25-pound bottle of Aberfeldy. Now I've took the liberty to write down the actual recipe for you, so you could pause this right now and write down that shit. Now if you stuck to the recipe guidelines, when your pie's done, get these chips out of the way though, Franco. Move chips. Look at that! Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a chicken pie Freddie Mercury style, and remember, as the recipe says, don't let Kirsty touch it! One thing left to do is get stuck in, man! Look at that. Doesn't this make you want to go and punch your mum right in the face right now? At least call her up and say, Mum, you're a fucking cow, and then hang up on her. It's like a prize on one of those competition wheels, you know, when the prize keeps rotating. You could have won this, a chicken pie!